some people believe that nothing good happens unless they do it.
Yes. God have mercy upon us.
After two.
It's a clear representation of educated food.
That word is strong.
Look, I will say this. Let them take me to Supreme Court.
But why you coming for you? We not telling you that I'm happy.
That's what they say.
We are in 2023.
We are here to build this country for our generations unborn.
Oh, so you can legitimate corruption? I see you arresting men and telling you say that going committee rule.
In his 80s, he's not just seen as president, he's seen first as a Baptist deacon.
Our friends, to that particular friend, what mother did not do, you cannot do it. Your mother did, you will not do it. Thank you very much.
In the person saying it. And the United Party people got to be naive to sit there and think that these people are interested in working with them.
All of the areas of sports, because these people are flag bearers, we're going to promote sports in our country. It's a good
father. That's Jeremiah. They form Nimbo. What do you think they are doing? A political party they are forming.
Peace and stability into this country.
Good morning, Liberia. Welcome to Kear Morning Live. He is Daniel Rogers, the sheriff, the voice of the people, speaking truth to power.
3 minutes past 7 o'clock on the Monday morning.
He has no fear.
Welcome to Kear Morning Live, KML.
For what is right.
And thanks to our engineers and technicians,
Justice.
We are back. Good morning. Welcome to KML on the People Station. Kear Radio.
The sheriff on the mic, keeping truth alive.
And I can say to you, we are balanced.
The voiceless, courage in his.
We are factual, we are credible, and we are reliable. My name is Daniel Rogers. I'm the sheriff. HT took had a surgery on his eye. He's recuperating.
The sheriff.
And I'm your sheriff in the code of public opinion. Wake up, folks. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's a brand new week.
The sheriff.
Today is Monday, 20th July. 6 more days to celebrate. We'll be celebrating our 179th Independence Anniversary. We say from the nation's capital across Liberia and beyond, from the slump of Suniwen to the top of the executive mansion. One and all, good morning wherever you are.
Rogers, the sheriff, the voice of the people, speaking truth to power every single morning. He has no fear, no favor. He stands for what is right, calling out the wrong, bringing justice to the light. KML Morning Live. The sheriff on the mic, keeping truth alive. He is the voice of the voiceless, courage in his stride. Kear Morning Live, Kear Morning Live, Kear Morning Live, Kear Morning Live. The sheriff in the public court of opinion. 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 In the public court of opinion.
Let's go all the way to Rwanda, Kigali. Lifto Benjamin Kroma Pewala. I love the team song. Oh, yes. produced by Abraham Parker. Good morning, folks. Hola. Let me say hola to the people of Bomi. Hola to the people of Grand Kitma. Hola to the people of Grand Bassa, Montserrado. Hola to the people of Lofa. Hola to the people of Maryland. Hola to the people of River Cess, River G. Hola to the people of Bapulu. And of course, hola to the people of Montserrado. Hola in Spanish is hello. Señori, señora, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Buenos días, buenas noches. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. The dice was set. The die was cast. Spain reigned supreme. On yesterday, Argentina didn't show up. And the strategy used by the Spanish coach worked. I mean, just for a few glimpses of Leo Messi. But the entire match dominated. Even the ball possession, passes completed. It was overwhelming. And Spain, for the second time, reigned supreme. Emmanuel Focatuo, good morning. Okay, Emmanuel is watching. Continue to share the video. HT did a surgery on his eye. By the grace of God, he was successful. He's recuperating. HT will be here during the course of the week or early next week. But let's bring you, it's 7 minutes past the hour. You know, Liberians, I don't know where we're going, our country, where we're taking our country because of politics and politics. Somebody posted something on yesterday. I mean, I just lost respect for that individual. To wish our president, we can preach the politics, we can do everything, but to wish our president evil and his delegation, it is unacceptable. Let's talk politics. Let's talk about the corruption. Let's do it. Emmanuel Jericho, good morning. Let's bring you Natasha morning tea. Team, there is a need to pray to God. Text 2 Chronicles chapter 20, verse 15. Excuse me. Hazael, listen, King Jerusalem, and all who live in Judah and Jerusalem. This is what the Lord says to you. Do not be afraid or discouraged because of this vast army, for the battle is not yours, but God. We may face pressure and all kinds of things, but there is a need to pray to God. If we have problems, focus and seek God first in everything. Fasting and praying seek attention, and we need to stand strong every day to pray because we don't know the battles or sickness that is out there for us. Kear Morning Live. Through prayers, God can change everything. As believers of God, Spirit is within you. Every battle is for God. Trust Him alone. What God cannot do doesn't exist. So everything we are going through today, called Jesus, He is able to do what no man can do. Have faith in the Lord our God. The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His miracles never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is that faithfulness. The Lord is our portion, and therefore we should hope in Him. Let us pray. Father, thank you for giving us the opportunity to know you better as our Lord and Savior. Teach us, O God, to read and understand your words. We need a infilling of your presence in our lives in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Amen and amen. Thanks to Natasha Yasia Wright. She's the president of the Judiciary Reporters Association of Liberia. Kear Morning Live. You know, we will be talking, we're going to use 2 weeks to talk. 2 weeks to talk about something that is so precious. You see how wicked people are. This is Abdul Kane. Thank you, God, for saving the lives of President Bouaka and his delegates that left Liberia. You see, fellow Liberians, we have to be careful. We have to be very, very, very careful. Good morning, Michael George. And good morning to all of you navigating with us, wherever you are. I feel for our people. If I can recall, but let me say to you, do not switch the season off, switch it on. Do not switch the season off, switch it on. There's time for love. There's time to be sad. There's time for joy. Sometimes you cry bitter, you share bitter tears. Sometimes you celebrate with tears of joy. And sometimes you celebrate. I mean, you get so frustrated. You know, I have a video. This is Share Margaret. I'm coming for you, Martha Morris, Deputy Minister at the Ministry of Health. Of course, if you watch the movies, Al Pacino said Scarface. Let me say good morning to Barty Moe. Good morning to the classic man. Good morning to you, bro. Barty Moe, good morning. If you watch Scarface, the movies, and iconic classical movies, they are, Al Pacino said, when you have the money, you got the money, you got the power. When you get the power, you get the woman. Martha Morris have told the Liberian people that will give you all the money and will take the power. This is a deputy minister at the Ministry of Health. The queen of protests. She protested for 6 years, putting health workers, putting them in the streets to demonstrate against the weird administration. Martha Morris. We all remember what she did when the people went to express their grievance to Martha Morris, the inscription on the placards to make mockery of the Liberian people. What did she do? What did she do, fellow Liberians? She read every description on the placard that those people went. She read it from one end to the other, telling them they are a bunch of stupid people and they don't know their sense of direction. Fellow Liberians, 15 minutes past the hour. And we're going to talk about the protests. I want to get your views, your thoughts. 8 o'clock will bring you fact check. Of course, the newspaper, the daily is a regular segment. Our first segment will look at, have the people lost this issue of protests? Because people say this is the 3rd time since the inception of this administration that Moroba Molu, the former chairman of the CDC, staged a protest. And when they are talking about the protest, days leading to the protest, they talk about bringing out multitudes of people, hundreds of thousands of people. Yeah, that's what they're talking about. Did you see the hundreds of thousands? Have people lost appetite in protests? Or is it that the messenger, the person that bringing the message, is not the right person to deliver the message, in your opinion? Did he get the numbers? So, fellow Liberians, I don't know. But let me read this. Let me read this. So I'm going to be for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, beginning today, the theory of change leadership. So it's a 14 days to reshape how people think about leadership, how you think about leadership. 14 days. This is a radio series. Leadership and its absence. So we have designed it. To explain to you about leadership, virtues. So we explain to you about leadership. We'll deal with day 1, day 2, up to day 14, explaining to you leadership. But let me read you the theory of leadership, theory of change, the meaning of the vote, simplify, illustration. Sit back wherever you are. 17 minutes past the hour. Vote, letter of employment that hits. People understand work. And boss. People understand work. And boss more than democracy. You are right. We have to graphically illustrate and teach it orally with pictures in their mind. So you see, this is an oral teaching model. The vote is your hiring pen for town hall, radio, Palawa Hut. So you see, your vote, when you vote, that is your hiring pen. When you vote for somebody, that is your pen. That means you are hiring that person. My people, when you go to vote, what are you doing? Are you just dropping paper, or are you hiring somebody for work when you go to vote? Are you just dropping the paper? I want you to answer. I want you to answer. When you go to vote, what are you doing? This is the theory. Are you just dropping paper, or are you hiring somebody for work? I want you to answer the question. Your vote is a pen. Your vote. When you cast that ballot for 6 years, for representative, or 9 years, you are signing a letter of employment. That means when you vote for representative or senator, that letter you're signing for that person for 6 or 9 years. You telling that person, or you are telling that person, I'm hiring you. Here is your job. You, the boss. You, the boss. You are the company. The community is the company. hiring letter for 6 or 9 years. You sign the paper. You give them the job for 6 years. For 6 years, cannot fire them. Choose well, because for 6 years, you cannot fire the person that you are voting for. License to learn. My job is to teach, educate, inform, and entertain. Are you just going to the ballot box to drop a paper because you check it? You vote for a senator, you vote for a representative. You are employing that person for 6 years. Hiring letter for 6 or 9 years. You sign the paper, you give them the job for 6 years. You need to choose well. Their job, carry your problem to Monrovia, to the capital. Billing, their work is not to eat big money. Their work is to carry out your bad road, your no water, your no teacher, to where the big money is being divided. Their job, bringing back solutions little by little. They can't fix everything. We don't expect them to fix everything in 6 years or in 1 day. But every year, they must bring something back. Every year, the people you send to the capital, they must bring something back. Because the pen you use is the pen to hire them. Or you just go to the ballot box and you drop the paper. And you cannot move them. You cannot remove them from power. You don't expect them to do everything in 1 year when you take them to the capital for 6 or 9 years. Your pen, that ballot is your pen. The questions every boss should ask, you the Liberian people, market woman, market man, Yana boy. The question you should ask before you hire somebody. The question every boss should ask. Because you become the boss on that voting day. You put pen to paper. That pen you use to check. That is the hiring point. A pen. Learn this today, 25 minutes past the hour. The pen you use to check for candidate X or Y or Z. So before you hire somebody, ask. And the question to ask, do you know my problem? That's the question you should ask. Because the pen to paper, that is the hiring point, that vote. Because you're not going to use this key. You're not using this key. You're going to use a pen. What a blue ink, black ink, red ink. The question to ask before you hire somebody, the question should be, do you know my problem? Another question to ask, do you have plan to carry it to Monrovia or the capital billing? What is your plan? What plan have you or do you have to take to the capital billing? Those are hard questions that you should be asking come 2029. Do you know my problem? Because I'm using my pen. The pen I'm using to check is a hiring pen. Because I'm going to give you 6 years of my life or our lives. And after 1 year, what are you going to bring back for us? Or bring back to us? We take you to the capital. Every year, We don't expect you to do everything in 6 years, but if you even perform 60%, 60 or 70%, so we're taking you to the capital. Our pen is hiring you. So we're taking you to the capital for 6 years, for every year. What are you going to bring back to us? And if they can't answer, do not sign the employment letter. That's the theory of what we want to, the virtues. That is the theory. If they can't answer the question, do not employ them or do not hire them. 26 minutes past 7 o'clock Monday morning. Evaluation. What am I going to get when I employ you? Because you are hiring them. The senator, the representatives, you gave 6 and 9 years. We don't expect them to perform miracle in 6 or 9 years, but we should expect or must expect or they must live by what they say they will do. So after every year, you go to the capital, we take you to the capital. What are you bringing back to us the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, 6 years? What are you bringing? What will be there to celebrate? So this is the theory. Now, let's come to the virtues. Fellow Liberians, we hire the people. We hire the people. We employ them. They should be answerable to us. They should be answerable to us. Now, like I said to you, this is a 14 days to reshape how people think about leadership. What is a leader? Who is a leader? A leader is not the one with big car. A leader is not the one who carries the people's problem on their head. When there is good leadership, community has water, road, and peace. When there is no leadership, people suffer and blame each other. You hear it? The question I'm asking you, what is leadership? A leader is not the one with big car. Not because you see the president convoy. Maybe you check 30 to 40 or 50 cars in a convoy like I saw Dumia yesterday. African leaders. A leader is not the one with big cars. No. A leader is not the one with big cars. A leader is the one who carries the people's problem on their head, who care about the people. Not people who make mockery, who steal, who rob the poor and make mockery of the people like Zopelum. Zopelum make free money. He has been there for almost 18 years. He has not performed. I'm challenging him to perform one bill. So many of you in your son mind or in your mind, your wildest dream, that when you see the man with big cars, SUVs, mansions, condominium, you think he or she is a leader. He or she is not the leader or a leader because he or she does not represent your aspirations. 7:30 on the Monday morning. The sheriff is back. Good morning to you, Mr. Colley, on 18th Street. And good morning to all of you in your communities navigating. Good morning. I understand your pain, your agony. So, fellow Liberians, the question, maybe you just tune in or you're watching, share the video. What is a leader? Who is a leader? A leader is not a person or somebody who have cars and money. Because money does not make you happy. Money gives you confidence. It does not make you happy. A leader is not the one who with big car or cars. A leader is the one who carries the people's problem on their head. When there is good leadership, community has water, road, and peace. When there is no leadership, people suffer and blame each other. So this is our teaching for today. It's a 14 days teaching. Good morning to you, Michael C.G. George, my consultant. Good morning to you, Collins Kear, my advisor. Tomorrow, we'll look at leadership means service. Another episode tomorrow. So learn this today. Leadership is not the one with big car. A leader is the one who carries the people's problem on their head. When there is good leadership, community has water, road, and peace. When there is no good leadership, the people blame each other. So it's Kear Morning Live. Watch up tomorrow with more teaching. So you hire the people. You hire the people. You employ the people. Ruben Kane, good morning. Following from Masabola Town. Okay, Lofa County. Ruben Kane, good morning to you. Kiatama, good morning. 27 minutes going up to the hour. So leadership is not about the car. It's not about the clothes, the cologne, the perfume, the proper suit, or the best restaurant he or she goes to. It's about the people who carries the burden of the people. And the people must evaluate, come 2029, what can you do for me? Ask them, what do you intend to do for me before I hire you? Because the pen you use is the pen that's going to give them 6 or 9 years, fellow Liberians. Hear me out. Hear me out. The pen you use is your hiring pen. So leadership is not about the cars or he or she has or the big billings. No, it's not about that. When there is good leadership, there will be clinics, there will be roads, peace will be in the community. If there is no leadership, good leadership, fellow Liberians, the community crumbles. People turn to each other and start to blame each other. So use your pen wisely come 2029. Because you are going to be hiring. You are the employer. They are your employees or our employees. So giving them 6 or 9 years, evaluate them. And it should not be, I just love him, I just love her. Love her, is that what carrying your community to posterity? Is that what carrying your community to posterity? So before you hire, before you give somebody father or somebody mother 6 or 9 years, where they will go to good schools, they will go out of the country for medical care, seek medical care. Fellow Liberians, your pen, I'm teaching you this morning that your pen, a good leader is not the leader with all the cars and all the money. Because money does not make you happy. Money gives you confidence. It doesn't make you happy. Kear Morning Live on your station. Credible, factual, and timely. We are also balanced. We speak truth. We got no side. Kear Morning Live, KML, with your sheriff. Fellow Liberians, good morning to the general. Me say also good morning to the CEO. I didn't know he played football. Mr. Kear, good morning. Let me bring you the definition of virtues. And this is going to be a 2 weeks, 14 days or 14 days teaching. Who is a leader? What makes you a good leader? A lack of good leadership, the people turn to each other and they blame each other. When you have good leadership, you have roads, you have clinics, you have everything. So the pen you're going to use on that day, evaluate the person. What can you do for me? You want me to take you to the capital? I don't expect you to perform miracle in 6 years, but it should be some appreciation. Fellow Liberians, on the flip side, we deal with Mato Morris. Mato Morris said, we gave you the money, but we take the power. So you Liberian people who can vote upside down, this is the teaching. These are some of the things. It intertwines with what we are discussing. That you see power. So all the people does, they concentrate on power. Imagine Mato Morris, a little new Mato Morris, deputy minister now at the Ministry of Health. From the Unity Party, a stalwart of the Unity Party, somebody who lead in the county. You saw what she did. The inscription on the placards. When the people went with their frustration, what did Mato Morris do? Mato Morris, I remember that fateful day, country woman born soldier, Congo man born rogue. So it was time for the indigenous, the native, quote unquote, the native, to take over. But fellow Liberians, where are we today? Look at what is so degrading, demeaning. I mean, I don't know how to describe it. That you make mockery of all our people. You are making mockery all of the people in this country. The very people who hire you, your employer, you go and you sit there, you're on the decks and sitting behind the decks. And you are practicing modern slavery. Widows. You're giving them 1,000 Liberian dollars for 26. There you go. 1,000. You know, surprisingly, I'm hearing people say we need to bring the quote-unquote Congo people back. Some of the things the natives are doing, you will never experience it. Say all you want to say. There was corruption, nepotism. But to treat your own people in that form and manner, degrading them, Zopenum, his people is sharing, giving 1,000 Liberian dollars to widows or grandchildren or Liberians to celebrate. Because if I was in that position, fellow Liberians, because of my power, proximity that I have with the power that be. Because Openo, he rubs shoulders with every president. He rubs shoulder with every president. With the Ellen Johnson administration, with the Wia Nam Waka. Look at what the guy doing in District 5, representative in District 5. I would love to see him. Building bridges, taking the initiative, not waiting for the government as per his representation. So you see, the message we preach, the team, what is a good leader? Who is a good leader? Who can you describe or will you describe as a good leader? When there is a good leader, bridges will be built. Clinics, hospitals, good schools. When you have a bad leader and you are responsible, you hire them. You hire them for God's sake. You use your pen. That pen hires them. Kear Morning Live. 19 minutes up to 8 o'clock, wherever you are. The sheriff is on the radio. Tell the folks, I'm in charge right now. I'm in charge right now. Fellow Liberians, Zoe Penner is from his office. I'm sure that his staff was giving 1,000 Liberian dollars if I was in the position of Zoe Emmanuel Pelham, who the people of Grand Jida County did him a favor. For God's sake, fellow Liberians. How can you, degrade, ridicule our people? Zoe Penner is giving 1,000 for people 26. Isn't it more great? Fellow Liberians, the people gave you 18 years and are challenging Emmanuel Zoe Pelham or Zoe Emmanuel Pelham to tell me how many bills he put for in that billing to better the lives as per his oversight. Fellow Liberians, 1,000 Liberian dollars. So if this man mean well for the people, as a good leader, not the car he drives. In fact, he's a car freak. Zoe Penner is a car freak. He loves cars. You see what you do? That your pen today. Look at the road the road that leads to Zoe Penner house in Matadi there. Go and see the road. Giving people $1,000. Widows, mothers say that for their 26. And because of poverty, they will take it. Because you have relegated them to poverty. That your pen or your thumb you use, that it carry them to the capital today. Are you kidding me? $1,000. Say, if I was in the position, Honorable, I will provide 10,000 bags of rice. So at $15 or $16, depending on the price. Because when you buy in that quantity, of course, you get good discount. But you go and you give the people $1,000. Is that how you pay them? Were they wrong for electing you for 18 plus years of their lives? Fellow Liberians. On the flip side, we'll talk about the protests. On the flip side. And we'll bring you the profile of the orator for the July 26th celebration. The orator will read you his profile. It's my job. I love that. I don't sleep. I research. So you know the person who will deliver the oration on that day. I tell you, falls on Sunday, Monday will be celebrated. So we'll have a long, embrace yourselves. What can $1,000 do? I will go to the rice dealer and I will take 10,000 bags of rice. The $1,000, I give you a bag of rice. This is leadership. People will be murmuring. Some families will not eat on that day. And you go and give, because when you buy, I think it's $50 for a cup of rice, $50 or $60, depending on the community you find yourself, for God's sake. If you can treat your own people like that, why did you execute 13 men on the pole? Why did you execute them? If you give $1,000 Liberian dollars, don't get me wrong, they're not USO. God forbid. God forbid. Fellow Liberians, how will you treat your people like that? And we'll go on educating, informing, entertaining, and teaching you, because that is our blessing from God. It came naturally. This is our wisdom to speak to you, fellow Liberians, to your conscience. Put your conscience to the test. Whether you're Loma, you Bassa, you Gio, you Pele, you Gisi, you Bandi, Gola, Bedingo. Put your conscience to the test. Va, put your conscience to the test. So, fellow Liberians, on the flip side, we'll talk about the protests. But I want to get your thoughts. Will you, in your position as a lawmaker, because if I was in Zoe Penon's shoes, I would go and get 10,000 bags of rice or even 5,000 bags of rice and share it with my people. And the 1,000, I will give it to them to buy soup. That is how you I mean, that is how you bring relief. And that is how you celebrate with the people. You think you're happy? Money does not make you happy, Zoe Penon. Money does not make you people who stealing, who robbing the Liberian people. Every other day, you hyenas, porcupines, coyotes. Money does not make you happy. Money gives you confidence. Even though the songwriter say, the more I get, the more I want. Most of you, the more you get, the more you want. Listen up, fellow Liberians. Will you degrade? Will you desecrate your people in that form and manner, fellow Liberians? I want to ask you. Will you do that? Will you do that, George? Will you do that? You give 1,000 Liberian dollars when you buy a full cup of rice, depending on the family size, the money finish. Let's take a few minutes of your call because 8 o'clock, on the flip side, like I said, we deal with model by model protests. What is happening? Because every time you say we put hundreds of thousands of people out. Did you see that hundreds of thousands of people? Are people has fatigue, tire, fatigue creep into the people that the messenger is not the right person to bring forth the message? So let me ask you this question. Will you treat your people in that form and manner? You say you're celebrating. Let's get a few minutes of your calls. As always, 0777 959 959. 0886 871 670. Call us and participate. Wake up this morning. This is what we talk about, leadership. That is leadership. How can you give people $1,000 and you say they must celebrate? Leadership it's not by the car you drive, the expensive watch or cologne. No, it's not it. It's about how you impact the lives of the people. It's how you impact the lives of the people. That is leadership, fellow Liberians. That is leadership, for God's sake. You don't make mockery of our people. You gave the people 1,000. The very people who voted for you, you gave them $1,000. Say go set up to celebrate 26. Before the 26 reach, the money finish. Before the 26 reach, the money finish. Before the 26 reach, the money finish. But you make mockery of our people. You make mockery of our people. Say you're getting $1,000 to celebrate. I would never do that. I would never ever do that to make fun of the Liberian people. That you are celebrating with them. They should take $1,000 to celebrate. How? Is that how you treat the people? People who voted for you? Is that how you treat them, fellow Liberians? Is that how you treat people, the people who voted for you? How can you do that to the Liberian people? And you say you love them. How? How can you do that to the Liberian people? How? How can you do that to the Liberian people, fellow Liberians? So let's discuss it. Let's discuss it this morning. How can you do that to the Liberian people? Does it not interest you for us to discuss it, that you cannot treat the Liberian people in that form and manner? Let's take this caller. Let's take this caller. Caller, just hold on. Let me process you. We're just trying to process you. Caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Roger.
So how are you this morning? Where you join us from?
Great. I'm joining you from Congo Town. This is Mark Racing.
Mr. Racing, I guess you called to contribute. Listen to what I just said about the inhumane treatment by the representative or senator of Grand Jide. What is your thought on that?
Yeah, Mr. Roger. For me, I saw that they covered the photo on Facebook. I shared tear, so people abusing our people in your sense or share money to people to get, vote, what have you. You're not supposed to do that. So, Mr. Penn refuse to do a development in the country, Mr. Roger. See the horse, Mr. Penn bail. Grass grow all in the horse, you refuse. Can you imagine, Mr. Roger, you bail horse in the country and you don't want to live in the horse? You get for your grandchildren, brother and sister to live in the horse, to be going to school. Grass stay over the whole country. We get a man all our long years as a senator representative. He enjoy himself. The only thing he does is to get people $10 US, $5 US, and just thinking that everybody's stupid. You can't have look at other country. Look at Nima country. Nima country district 5 representative. They got bid 2 breaches on his own. Can you imagine?
And we have introduced this topic about leadership. What makes you a good leader?
Yeah. You see, you know what the guy did all the time, Roger was sitting somewhere around on the main room. Mr. Penn was passing. All he does is talk about BB car and be riding flashy cars, acting a very flamboyant. That all he does for himself, get a ferry to France. I mean, people to France and take care of them. That all he do for himself. The guy gave me lift one time, Mr. Penn, and was in a car.
But by the way, please,
I said, Mr. Penn,
please, hello. By the way, which country are you from? Let me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for asking the question, but which country are you from?
I'm from Grand Jide. I'm from Grand Jide County, Pacific Conebo District.
Conebo District. Is that his district?
Conebo District. No, that's where his mother people come from.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Yeah. So I was just telling you, we're on the road, and he came and stopped. We have a good conversation. We were lecturing from there. He, what picking up. Or he asked me, where you going? I say, I'm going Singapore away. And he decided to give me lift. We're in a car. So I'll tell you our experience, because I went to the car, to the build a house. We all know latrine a thing. So most of the time I will come to cash to use the arrest. I say, oh man, they can't tell people building horses and other things, but no latrine and the road, to open the alley and thing for the people. That man was brave to tell me, say, but the poor build house and they put I don't responsible for that. Let
me understand something. Let me understand something. You said to him, because the people defecate everywhere, and so you asked him to build a latrine. And what did he say to you?
Yeah. The man say, I don't respond for the people they build. I was in a pool latrine that I've been there, and I was shocked. And, I say, my God. And man, let me tell you what happened. So when he pulled me down, then you should, he gave me $10 US for myself. And he said, my man, money for you. I said, okay, no problem. But I was shocked when I told him, about that.
So it was not about the money. It was not about the money, but his response to you concerning the latrine, the toilet.
Yeah. Made me sick about him. And you seen it? So I said, but what did people be talking about the guys are true? He only cares about himself and just give people $10, $5, what have you, Man, what's in the country, man? I saw that thing. I felt bad. I shed tears. You pay all you get. You pay for all you let grass to take over the whole house. And that's the quality that you up to. You wait for that relation to come. Get for $2,000 liberty, $3,000 liberty. The one have you. Look at Nima County District 5 representative. The guy who just get to the legislature, they feed them 2 new bridges out like a bill.
But that is leadership, right?
People.
That's what we call leadership.
Yes. Yeah. Mr. Penn should change the attitude, and we're not going to get him back. He might not waste the time. We need to get other people. The man is not only who knows something in the country. There are other people who know things in the country. Let him go and find something else to do. The legislature is power area, man.
All right. Thank you so much. I hope you people will use the pen come 2029. You will use that pen to hire somebody else to do what you want them to do, because it is so big. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thanks for your call. Well, you see, let's take this caller. Hold on, just hold on the line, caller. Good morning. Good morning.
Brother.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Ma Josephine.
Morning.
Yes, good morning, Ma Josephine.
Yeah, no radio station today.
But we on. Good morning. Maybe that for your son.
That Ma Josephine, good morning.
Yes, morning. Ma Josephine, I think the problem from your side.
Oh.
I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
Hello.
Good morning, Ma Josephine. Go ahead.
But also, I don't know why.
But I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
Okay, that Ma Josephine on the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just listened to you saying that the open on divine $1,000 for 26.
Yeah.
Jesus. It's just that in the interior, it's not very easy there. We think that better than the people that are in the interior, and more especially for those that I saw on our Facebook there. Our tickets are and the divinely the old man, I never knew that 26 gave that they were giving to the old man.
But Ma Josephine loan that $1,000 Liberian dollar that loan.
No, I never knew that amount said. I know that Jennifer was just listening to you keenly. I thought I saw an NGO go there and carry something, because the way I see A4 with some over A on my mind, because some people can start with 10,000, 15,000. So I thought I never knew that 1,000. So it just for my mom. And the problem here, the people, I don't know what people can really take us to be. You want to be a blessing to somebody, just be a blessing. If you know the 26 coming and you want to be a blessing, you want to buy give somebody 26, you buy that bag already you're talking about. You buy the bag already because that food now we live in by now. Nothing else. Because no company to say our children will work. So if you want to be a blessing at that, you get a person live one bag already without a 1,000 over 8. 26 days now they can find their food to eat. And post, maybe a plenty they can post some down for the next day, the soup now. But just buy 1,000, well, just now. I finish baking my short bread. I'll go right at the market before I come back and my short bread finish. That they want you can't get somebody said that 26, you force. I don't want to open and again, ready be taking us. Because I start to say that this is Malaysia bread. Yeah? Because it's not easy. The kind of thing we can go through for those people up and down where the campaign come. Then 26, you ever look at that person and say, yeah, 25, yeah, 25, yeah. Then you can't get 1,000.
Thank you, Ma Josephine. Good morning.
Good morning. The biggest sheriff.
Yes, sir. Kroma, let's hear you.
Aliyu Patikuma, me picking family are calling for around the car area.
Aliyu Kroma, there's a
Aliyu family are not Kroma, please. Family.
Oh, family. Okay, but I see something like Kroma here anyway.
No,
okay.
Family.
But let's see, family. There's a saying. Listen, there's a saying that if you can help, don't hide.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So, Sheriff, we need to establish something there. The senator or the representative, but the senator now, Senator Soap in Manda Peno, enough force to get anybody money. The money for him, by salary, like him. Whatever you work and they pay you per month, they mean you in it. So, if for him, enough force to do good for anybody, good as something that he decide to do. So, if Senator Peno decide to get somebody one cup of red, and you don't want it, you not force to get one cup of red because you elect a senator or representative for 3 kind of responsibility: oversight, representation, and lawmaking. So if you go and get one cup of red, it means that's something that he decide to do. So people should not be thinking that they member all call you for. So if they say come in, they may decide to get somebody $1,000 with one cup of red. and he desire to do it, but he not forced to even do that.
So he's right.
And I give you.
In your opinion, he's right, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
He almost got away from my money. I desire to help somebody. I'm not forced to help you.
Okay.
But he desire to do it like good way in doing.
But
so I want to commend the senator.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Hello. All right, call us back. We're coming up to George. A minute past the hour. We coming up to fact. Good morning.
Sure, good morning.
Yes, let's hear you. Segu Fofana.
Thank you. Member of Unity Party Intellectual Bureau. How was your weekend? Chief Matonis is on you, Chief. I want to say this. Let me disagree with my brother Aliu this morning. Zobeno that graduate people gain work. And not to say that your way you never go apply for it, they give to you. People willingly voted you for you to change their life. Now what people can vote for people. Now forget about the three cardinal for job there. The three law making oversight representation. What are they doing
the representation. What the law making?
What are they doing? So that one, that God gave respect to the people that voted you. To go get people to install people. They're not to say that you're probably like you have your car over there. That your car nobody buy it for you. So you decide to do good for someone, but they want now probably now a property that give it to him. But turn to the Nagami. Let they see people telling him by the no problem. They can tell you without for to me if you don't help.
If you don't want to help, don't help.
What is 1,000?
Yeah.
That's super about or what thing. For the first year.
Still I have to hold you there because we have this fact check. We'll come back. We'll take more issue. Don't you go away. Just stay tuned. Listen to this. It's a regular segment here.
Good day and welcome to the fact check segment. This segment debunks disinformation and provides the verified facts of statements made online and on the radio. Today, we'll be fact-checking claims made in the last couple of days. On July 18, Spoon FM CEO Stanton Witherspoon claimed on Spoon Talk that the Coalition for Democratic Change government spent $98 million at the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation from 2021 to 2023, citing a recent GSC compliance audit report. Stanton made this claim while arguing that the amount was spent with no trace of what the money was spent on. To verify the claim, we reviewed the Auditor General's report on the compliance audit of the LWSC for the period July 1, 2021 to December 31, 2023. A review of the audit report on expenditure management found that several credit transactions totaling US $97.8 million and debit transactions amounting to US $98.8 million were recorded without proper narratives in the general ledger from July 2021 to December 31, 2023. Based on this finding, we will conclude that the claim made by Stanton Witherspoon that the CDC spent $98 million with no trace of what the money was spent on is correct. According to the GSC's compliance audit report of the LWSC from July 2021 to December 2023, several credit transactions totaling US $97.8 million and debit transactions amounting to US $98.8 million were recorded without proper narratives at the entity during the period. In response to Mr. Witherspoon's statement, former Finance Minister Samuel Tuer claimed in a Facebook post that the figures cited by the Spoon CEO are not monies that entered the bank accounts of LWSC, stating that the LWSC had no such amounts in its checking account for the period which the government only transferred $8.9 million to the entity. According to him, the Weir administration provided the LWSC US 13 million over a 6-year period. To verify Tuer's claim, we reviewed the actual expenditures recorded for the LWSC in Liberia's National Budget Performance Report covering the period from fiscal year 2018-2019 through fiscal year 2023. Our review found that the government spent US $765,259 in fiscal year 2018-2019, US $1.97 million in fiscal year 2019-2020, US $1.19 million in fiscal year 2020-2021, US $4.27 million in fiscal year 2022, and US $4.87 million in fiscal year 2023. These expenditures total approximately US $13.07 million over the 6 years period. Additionally, from 2021 to 2023, the LWSC spent US $10.3 million and not $8.9 million as claimed by Mr. Tuer. Based on these findings, we conclude that former Finance Minister Samuel Tuer's claim that the Weir administration provided approximately $13 million to the LWSC over 6 years is correct. However, he is incorrect that the entity received US $8.9 million from 2021 to 2023. During that period, the LWSC received US $10.3 million. Well, this is all we have time for on the Fact Check segment. This segment is part of an MOU between Local Voices Liberia, OKFM, Prime FM, and Kear Radio to counter disinformation and help the public make informed decisions. This MOU is funded by the Liberia Media Empowerment Project, implemented by Internews with funding from the European Union. The funder or partner had no say in the editorial decision leading to the production of this Fact Check segment. We'll be back on Wednesday with more Fact Check reports to help you know the facts. If you want us to fact check a claim for you, please send us a text to WhatsApp on 0778 986 778 and we'll check for you. Also follow us on Facebook at Local Voices Liberia, X at LVL Fact Check, and go to our website at www.localvoicesliberia.com. Thanks for listening. I am Jerry Gay. Goodbye. Good day and
all right, so Fact Check return on Wednesday, same time right here. Let's bring you these mentions. Attention. Advantage High School is pleased to announce that admission for the 2026-2027 academic year is now in progress. Entrance examination will be held at 9 a.m. on the following dates: Thursday, 16 July, Thursday, July 30th, Thursday, August 13th, Thursday, August 27th. The entrance fee is US $15 or LD 3,000. Applicants should come with 2 recent passport-size photographs with a red background. Students from all public and private schools or grades 7 to 11 are especially encouraged to take advantage of the Advantage High School's vacation school program to strengthen their academic performance and prepare for the 2026-2027 school year. For further information, please visit the business office at Advantage High School, 120 Camp Johnson Road and Horton Avenue, or contact the school administration on the following cell numbers: 0776 323258, 0770 211 326, or 077 666 0245 and 0886 6844 825. The administration side. Kear Morning Live, KML, will bring you this mention. The Liberia Legislative Corporation is pleased to inform the public that it is collaborating with CIMEX for the implementation of smart of the smart metering program. The initial phase of this program will be carried out in the Painsway and its associated feeders. As part of the process, joint teams from LEC and SYNAP will begin conducting community engagement activities and customer data collection within the targeted areas. The smart meter comes with several advanced features, including 1. Geofencing technology. The meter automatically shuts down and can no longer work if it is removed from its register and installed location. 2. Temper alert system. The meter automatically sends SMS alerts to LEC and SYNAP and the customer whenever tampering is detected. Automatic token loading. Customers are no longer needed to manually enter token codes when you purchase your electricity, as credit is loaded automatically onto the meter. GPS tracking capability. The meter can be located through its GPS system, identifying its location when stolen. Following the customer data collection exercise, LEC and SYNAP will commence the replacement and installation of smart meters. Customers who currently have a meter, possess proof of payment for a meter, or whose meter was previously stolen with evidence will have the meters replaced free of charge. Customers without existing meter records will have their information collected and will be required to pay the applicable connection fees to be connected. For additional information, please contact the LEC Customer Care Hotline 4500 or visit the LEC head office, Waterside, Monrovia. This information is signed by Management Liberia Electricity Corporation, LEC. Kear Morning Live from the People's Station. Of course, we're navigating to you from the slump of Soniwen to the top of the executive mansion. Now, let me bring you this. Most people, I don't know how we understand or comprehend when we read. So we need to educate the public. The people said the U.S. embassy denied people after they were assured that Liberians will get free visa. But that is not the case. So let me just bring you this announcement. Effective August 1st, 2026, the U.S. State Department of State is fundamentally realigning its visa services across Africa, centralizing routine immigrant and non-immigrant visa processing into just 20 designated regional hubs. Monrovia, Liberia has been designated as one of the regional hubs for U.S. visa processing in Africa, following the realignment of visa services that will shift routine visa operations from several U.S. embassies to selected processing centers. Under the new agreement or arrangement, applicants from some African countries whose local U.S. embassies no longer provide routine embassies. Under the new agreement, applicants from some African countries whose local U.S. embassies no longer provide routine visa services will be directed to designated regional hubs, including Monrovia, for visa processing. Nowhere in the announcement or in previous announcement did they say that the U.S. embassy will be giving visa, that Liberians are entitled, that visa free now. So people in Sierra Leone, there will be no visa. So people from Sierra Leone will come here to process their visa. And other countries, so Liberia is part of those designated countries. Now you are accusing the government, the government say they signed contract, the U.S. embassy will give free visa. That's not true. The U.S. embassy did not say that at no time. Did the U.S. Embassy say that? Or State Department? 16 minutes past the hour. They did not say that. So we got to be careful when we read to understand what we're reading. There's nowhere in their announcement or other announcements put out by the embassy or the State Department to the diplomatic mission at the embassy here that say they will give you free visa. Liberia is designated. Liberia is part of the hubs where visa processing. So if visa is not being processed or issued in Ivory Coast, Guinea, Sierra Leone, Ghana, that means if Liberia has been designated, people will come here. People will have to come here, and it will boost the economy. People will fly to Liberia. People will stay in a hotel to get the visa process. So if you have 1 week for your interview, you will come to Liberia. You have to come here to process. But there's nowhere that says the people will give you free visa. Liberia is designated. Liberia will be one of the countries, since they will not process visa in Sierra Leone again. Liberia will be used as one of the hubs, one of the countries that you can come. So if the embassy, they're not closing the embassies, but at the visa session, so that you will not get visa there, you have to come to Liberia because Liberia has been designated by the State Department to the embassy. So let's get it straight. When they deny those people from going to America, you say the government lied to you. Everything we politicize it. Every freaking thing we politicize it in the country. This is why I say there's green and blue. They are carrying us nowhere. Simple thing. Liberia is designated where visa will be processed. They did not say we're giving free visa. Go to the embassy and we'll give free visa. No. They did not say that. So where is it coming from? That you're blaming the government because people were going for the 26th celebration for the national team to play in the US and people were denied. Then you say you blame the government. Oh, the government said the government can lie. Joseph Boakai can lie. The president can lie. What is that? What is that? They say Liberia designated for visa processing. That means you in Sierra Leone, you can't get visa there. They designated Liberia that Sierra Leoneans will come here now to process their visa. So we got to be careful, man. The politics is not taking us anywhere. Now, so let me say this to you. The holiday is not about switching off, but switching on. The difference between success and failure is leadership. The difference between success and failure is leadership. We spoke on that. And we're going to be speaking on that for 2 weeks. Thanks to my consultant, Michael C.G. George. We're going to be speaking on that. We started already. That is the difference when it comes to leadership. Failure and success. Fellow Liberians. So this recall bill. Let me tell you about the problem. Liberians elect lawmakers every 6 to 9 years, but have no tool to hold them accountable between elections. The result? Unfulfilled campaign promises, unequal distribution of district development funds. Citizens feel powerless until the next election. Article 1 of the Liberian Constitution says all power is inherent in the people, but there is no law to exercise that power 21 minutes past the hour. So the solution, the Citizens Recall plus District Budget Act before the 2029 elections. The law will. The citizen must. The budget They must be part of it. The Budget Act before the 2029 elections, the law will citizen recall, allow citizens to recall any lawmaker who violates a signed accountability pledge. District sensitive budget, guarantee formula-based development funds for every district, mandatory pledge. Require all 2029 candidates to sign the pledge during nomination. If passed by December 2027, the law will be used in the 2029 elections. So it will be used. We will mobilize citizens in all 15 counties to demand this law. Phase 1, foundation plus high impact. Counties October 2026, January 2027. So it will be a 4-month rollout in Montserrat. All 17 districts simultaneously roll out in 6 counties: Nima, Bong, Lofad, Margibi, Grand Bassa, Grand Jide. National media campaign. So these are things that this roll call bill, that people must sign up to it before the election. That when you sign up to it, if you don't perform the recall bill, we can recall you to have a new election. And don't ask me where will the money come from. There will be money. So fellow Liberians, Senator DeLong is not happy. The House has passed the bill, so it went for concurrence. It is before the Senate for concurrence for additional lawmakers. And according to them, they say the Chinese have promised to put a new structure up for the expansion of the lawmakers, to give them new offices or build a new structure. Yeah. So, fellow Liberians, how is it possible? How is it possible the country doesn't have money? Do you support this? Do you support it? Let me bring you the story. We'll open the lines 25 minutes past the hour. We have the local datas already. This segment is a regular segment. Senator DeLong raises constitutional breach over House setting new legislative seats. I want to get your thoughts on this. Montserrat County Senator Ibrahim Darius DeLong has expressed concern over the House of Representatives' approval of a proposal relating to the appropriation or the appropriationment of additional legislative seats, emphasizing that the Liberian Constitution clearly defines the distinct responsibilities of the legislature and the National Elections Commission, or NEC. According to Senator DeLong, the legislature does not possess the constitutional authority to determine, assign, or distribute legislative seats among Liberians or Liberia's counties. Rather, it is constitutional mandate under Article 80D of the 1986 Constitution is limited to establishing the population threshold for representation following the conduct of the national population census. Kear Morning Live. The legislature has no authority to set and assign legislative seats by counties, Senator DeLong stated. Its role is to establish the population threshold based on the results of a duly conducted national census Senator Dillon said publicly. The senator further explained that Article 80E of the Constitution vests the responsibility for the apportionment of the legislative constituencies and seats exclusively in the National Elections Commission or NEC, stating further that once the legislature establishes the constitutional population threshold, it is the NEC that must determine the location or allocation of seats in accordance with census results and the applicable electoral laws. Kear Morning Live, 27 minutes past the hour. The Montserrado lawmakers stress that this constitutional separation of responsibilities is intended to preserve the independence, transparency, and fairness of Liberia's electoral process by preventing political interference in constituency and seat allocation. He reaffirmed that any proposal inconsistent with the constitutional framework should receive careful legal scrutiny before becoming law. We set this matter straight. Quote, we set this matter straight and right should the issue be brought before the Senate from the House of Representatives, Senator Dillon asserted. Good morning to you, Senator Dillon. The senator called on all branches of government to adhere strictly to the Constitution and respect the independent constitutional mandate of the National Elections Commission in matters relating to electoral boundaries and legislative apportionment. Kear Morning Live. Of course, it's KML. So, fellow Liberians, the House of Representatives, the budget is already stretched. The issue of hospitals, schools, roads, infrastructure has not been addressed because of money. Rather, as per the oversight, impact the lives of the Liberian people. This is what we call good leadership. Leaders that make decisions that would impact the lives of the people, because anything short of that, people will start to mumble, people will start to grumble. 29 minutes past the hour. If you're not in your office, then you are cheating. You are cheating the government. So you are creating additional seats, expanding districts, bringing in new lawmakers. When we're supposed to be talking about teachers' salary increase, doctors, nurses, they are protesting. Bridges collapse. Schools, when it rains, it leaks. You saw what happened in Grand Bassa, in Buchanan. The bridge to the university collapsed. These are things the leadership of the House are supposed to be discussing, and not to create additional useless portfolio to enrich other people when Liberians are suffering. You get up one morning and they say, oh, the bill gone to the Senate for concurrence, or it is gone to the House for concurrence. And Senator Dillon is saying, we'll set the record straight. Do we need additional representation or constituents, fellow Liberians? Do we need it? Do we need additional constituents or districts? How is it going to impact the lives of the people? Leadership. Fellow Liberians, how? You are creating additional seats, and people ask, where are we going to get the money, the funds? Of course, the Chinese have committed to build another new structure, to put a new building to accommodate those new individuals. Hold your calls, that will be coming. say all you want to say about Senator Delon. But Senator Delon is telling you, we will set the record straight. Constitutionally, it is not the authority. The Constitution does not give the legislature that right. Apportionment. After it conducted a census, based on the result, the apportionment comes from the National Elections Commission, or in other people's country, they say the Electoral Commission. You are insensitive to the plight of the people. You are self-centered, self-driven, self-aggrandizement. You want to create new seats when we don't even have, when JFK, the money you're going to be paying people. So I think the budget now is around 63 or 70 plus million. So adding new members or additional, you know what will happen? We'll be talking about almost 80 to 90 million, because the number now will increase from 103. Where are we going, fellow Liberians? The people you use your pen to hire are betrayed, because this is a betrayal of the trust. You are betraying the trust of the people. For God's sake, to you in District 7, wherever District 17 you are, the people have betrayed your trust. The trust reposed in them, because on that day, like the president said, I do solemnly swear, or any elected person or commission, they will take an oath, and solemn oath is solemn oath to say, I, Daniel Rogers, do solemnly swear that I will protect, I will uphold, bear true faith and allegiance to the republic. Bear true faith and allegiance to the republic, the people. You bear that true faith conscientiously with your conscience, that you will serve the people, not to increase the suffering on the masses. Because when the election is coming, you will call in the masses, and then you remove the M. You know what I'm talking about, because kids are listening, fellow Liberians. School will soon reopen. In a few days will be in August, September, school reopen. Parents will not have money to send their kids to school. Schools, public schools are dilapidated. I go around the country and I see how people suffer, for God's sake. So when you tell people I will give you 500 or 1,000 to celebrate, of course, because of poverty, you sink the people into poverty. You sink the people into unforeseen circumstance, uncertainty. They shed tears. Their faces are gloomy. Look at the smile. They don't smile. Liberians used to smile. For God's sake, Liberians are not smiling because they are sick about the poverty, the way they live in their own country. And you are telling me you are going to increase the numbers of lawmakers, the constituents? Are we serious? The people you voted for, are they serious, for God's sake? You, under the sound of my voice, your pen will be used to hire those people. You already didn't get money. Government is unable to pay domestic debt. They owe companies millions. The companies are folding up. They're shutting down because the government has refused to service domestic debt. But they put the money there. They steal the money. They are a bunch of rogues. They are a bunch of coyotes and hyenas. Maybe 1%. I'm going to expose one managing director. I'm going to expose one managing director from the ruling establishment. In less than 3 years, they may have built mansion, 2 huge structures in less than 3 years. And these were the same people criticizing the We administration. And we are also guilty for bringing the We administration down, because we said they were not taking the country to the height that the country deserved to be, and the people. Why you want to create, you're not talking about bringing more dialysis machine around the hospital, that somebody will not have to stress themselves, carrying a kidney complication, to drive from all the way Nima to come to Monrovia to the JFK. Only God one knows how he or she will even survive. When you have no electricity, you're on oxygen, you're going through a major operation, you're on oxygen, the light goes off. Only by the mercy of God. And we say we want to increase the numbers of lawmakers. How does it benefit my Josephine? How does it benefit my Cece, my Rachel, and all those mothers who goes to the hospital to give birth? They sleep on one bed, 3 or 4 on one bed. They are put on the ground because when you go, you don't have money. If you have money, they take the other patient, put the patient down from the bed. Is this the country that was on par with Japan? The US dollar was 1-to-1. Is this the country that we know, Liberia, that our people have been relegated to poverty? They live in abject poverty, fellow Liberians. And the people, you are responsible for your action, your decision you make. But action speaks louder than words. And even if the Senate will concur, the president must not, fellow Liberians, we must play on the conscience of His Excellency Joseph Dima Boaka, the most experienced politician of our time, a father of the land. He must not sign it into law. He must not affix his signature to that bill, even if the Senate concur. Your Excellency, 2029 will speak your action. They say action speaks louder than words. Don't be a fancy talker. You come and tell the people, I will build your house in the sky. I will take you to the moon. Let me ask you a question for God's sake, fellow Liberians, wherever you are, on your keke, on your tricycle. Let me tell you, there's a mechanic called Jusufu. They have a garage around the Sofe community. He's a criminal. He is a criminal. Jusufu. His name is Jusufu. In fact, we have a raid for him. He's on the run. I want to ask you. You are afraid to take or make decision. I want to ask you this question. When you get on the bus, do you know the driver? When you get on the bus, do you know the driver? You don't know the driver, but you trust the driver with your life, even though you don't know the driver. He haven't driven you before. But you stop the bus, passengers are on the bus, they trust the driver, though they don't know the driver. The second question. You board a plane, you get on the plane. Do you know the pilot? Have you seen him before? You're not afraid. You don't know the pilot, but your life is in God first. It's in the hands of the pilot, your lives. But you are afraid to make decisions. But you are not afraid to get on the bus and ride with a driver who you don't know, get on the plane to fly. People say ride, people don't ride plane, they fly. And you hear educated people, we who not educated, we're going to smart people's school, get sense. Common sense. You get on the plane, you get on the flight, and you are flying all the way to China. Sometimes you take 2 days in the air or in the sky. You trust the pilot, the last but not the least. You get on a ship. You don't know the captain, but you sail from Monrovia all the way to Brussels or to China. So why are you afraid? Or why are you so afraid to look in the mirror in the morning? To look in the mirror and ask yourself, what am I going to achieve today? I'm going to town. Am I just going to sit by the Atai Center or Intellectual Center all day? Or will I find something to do? You are afraid to tell somebody that you want to work. You are afraid to do farming, but you're not afraid to get on the bus and you don't know the driver, to get on the plane, you don't know the pilot, and to sail on the vessel or ship, you don't know the captain. Kear Morning Live, KML. Fellow Liberians, let's go to the lines. You can also call my numbers or call my number. We'll read you the station number As always, 0777 959 959. Let me say good morning to some of the folks, regular folks. Cousin Irene, District 17. The Lord Mayor, Madam, good morning to you. The Lord Mayor of Broadville. Julius Parker, good morning. And good morning to all of you navigating. Councillor Pierre Brown Boo, good morning to you. Hate her, love her, despise her, but she's somebody you want to meet. So as always, let's get your thought on the issue. Do you agree with Senator Dillon? Senator Dillon say, in what sense does it make? Do you support the expansion or additional members? The ones that we have, 103, nothing we just pay them. Very few of them good. A minute portion of them are delivering on the promise to the Liberian people. I would love to meet the district number 5 Nima County man who Mr. Jidika talked about. Leadership, leading by example, building dilapidated bridges, collapsed bridges for his people. Do you support Delon? They built the House Concord to expand the House, adding more members, so more budgetary allotment for the House. From 60-something now, it will be going to almost $80 million that will pay few people. When doctors and nurses, we're not talking about increasing their salary, we're talking about adding more insult to injury. Let's get your thoughts. 0777 959 959. Our Lone Star number 0881-871-670. You can also call my number 0770-520-496. Those are the numbers to call. Senator Dillon, are you in line with Senator Dillon? Are you for or against? Is it necessary? Should they be increasing the number when we are already stretched? When the budget itself cannot you solve? The people of Liberia are not benefiting. Fellow Liberians, call us back, we missed that call. Fellow Liberians, why? Does it make sense, in your opinion, to increase the number of lawmakers from 103? Will it not put a strain on the budget? Will we be able to build schools, infrastructure? Let's take our first caller on this issue. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, call us back.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, I'm James Art.
James,
Hello?
where you call us from?
Yes, I call from Duazon CBI community.
Okay, the House of Representatives has passed, so it goes to the Senate to add additional members. What is your thought?
Yes, man, decision and my thought is, if it can be possible, all we need is development and care for our people.
But the people you have there, they don't care. Then you want to add the number?
Yes, but it should be well planned and well decided before it be done. But if it's not decided, it shouldn't be.
Because it's apportionment is the right. The Constitution says is the National Elections Commission. Senator Dillon said that.
Hello.
Okay. Are you getting me? Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I hear you, sir.
Dillon said they will set the record straight. That this issue, in fact, constitutionally, is the National Elections Commission as per the 1986 Constitution. The National Election Commission does apportionment and not the House. So Senator Dillon said they will discuss it to the fullest.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, excuse me. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, if not the House, then why Senator, is talking on it? Because Senator, is part of the House.
No, listen. It left from the House of Representatives. It is before the House of Senate. So if the House of Senate concur with the House of Representatives, then it will be signed into law.
Okay.
So Senator Dillon said they got to discuss it because constitutionally it's the National Elections Commission, the NEC, that is clothed with that authority, apportionment.
Yeah.
So you understand?
Yes, I understand. But if it's not well done, it shouldn't be possible.
Okay. So if it's not done properly, it should not be passed. Is that what you say?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay,
thank you so much. 30 minutes going up to the hour. We are talking about the House of Representatives pass the bill and send it to the Senate for concurrence. Senator DeLong said no, it doesn't make sense. In fact, it will be scrutinized. It will be debated because it should be in the interest of the Liberian people. But why do we need additional members? Why do we need additional members? This is the question. And these are the questions we're supposed to be asking. Is it right? Is it necessary? Fellow Liberians, is it necessary? Because Senator DeLong is a ranking, he's the chair on foreign affairs at the Senate. So why do we want to create additional seats when already we don't have the monies to do that? So we should be talking, sorry, call us back. The numbers are 0777 959 959, our Lone Star 0881 871 67052 770520496. This should concern you because if the Senate concur with the House and it goes to the President to affix his signature, it becomes a problem for us. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. My name is Nimba Sandy, and this morning I'm calling from Chicken Soup Factory, a proud member of Concerned Librarian for Justice.
Let's hear you.
Well, I'm listening to you, my brother. You know, the 73, we got a few of them that are complete embarrassment to the country. So I don't see why should they bring additional. Because the fact is that you have 73. Some of them are district. I don't even know when that we saw our representative here. We don't even know what he's doing. I'm on the radio. I hope he's listening to me. The only thing we see sometimes on Saturday, you get a basketball, you can't do basketball rap. That's all. I challenge you to say I'm lying. So there's no need to even add one more seat. One seat, I will appeal to the House of Senate, the member of the Senate. Let it John DeLong. I'm not a supporter of DeLong, but let it John DeLong to reject the other nightmare over us. Let it do it. Because they just only care for themselves because they only want their salary to increase because some of them will be booted out in 2029. So they try to change their district to allo district. Also, some of them can do just by doing.
Thank you. Thank you so much, my brother. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning, sir.
And good morning to the peace-loving people of Norfolk County, Sheriff. My name is Mohammed Dongi Fufana Jr. What I phone you from the Japan Freeway, a member of the Concerned Librarian for Justice. Well, Sheriff, the way the House of Representatives are proceeding, it is wrong. Because it is not a preview to just, divide, the way these guys divided the constituencies, not based on population, it should have been based on population. The National Election Commission should have been the person, the entity that will do that. But these guys just want to rob the Liberian people, and I want to agree with Senator DeLong. It should scrutinize that amendment. It shouldn't even be passed. It shouldn't be passed because these cemeteries are getting all hard time in this country. And the money that they are receiving is too large. So now we cannot have an additional 16 more people to have 40
so let's see, if you add 16 to 73, that's 89.
Yeah, 89.
Or like 103, right? 103 because 73 and 30, right?
Yeah, 103. So most of these they pay. These guys they're not in interest of the people. They should have been saying that they should withdraw their salary for the betterment of people. They should be.
Thank you so much, bro. Good morning. We lost our caller. Call us back on those numbers: 0777 959 959, 0886 871 670. Let's go back to the line. Talk to John Tama. John Tama, let's get your thoughts.
Sherry, good morning. How are you today?
By His grace, my 26, my man.
My man, you know, I'm guilty. I've been promising for a very long time and I've not been fulfilling my promise. Let me admit on this platform this morning. But you're not too far from me, from my office on the bypass. Let's see how Friday will be like. Quickly, on the issue of the adding or another lawmaker from the 73 to, I don't know, 90 some peer present.
No, it would be a 103. If you add, it will be 119.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about the lower house. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's 73 in the lower house.
Yeah, 73. So when you add 16 there, then you know where you're going. For me, in fact, some of those lawmakers, not every one of them do. To see that is difficult. For example, your former boss, DJ Blue, representing District 17, are in the district. My brother, to see this guy, you don't normally visit some of those communities in his own district. Even people have a problem, you cannot see lawmaker. I understand from a survey that he don't live in the district. All right?
No, he lives in the district. He lives right behind La Kear Mission.
For me, if they want to, because they are there, they have the power in their hand already. But if they can operate in the same budget that they operate in currently, they can share that among themselves. I do not have a problem. But to add another budget to what they have, that is the problem that I have. But 72, if you add 73, if you add 16 there, there's 73.
No, let's say Tama.
Yeah.
73. That and the House and the Senate are 103.
Yes.
So you're adding 16 to that 103.
Yeah. So if they can agree with us for the current budget that they have, they work with the Ministry of Finance. Say, okay, we're adding 16. So the budget that we have, just share that budget, take portion on that budget, everyone all and add it all and pay.
They would never do it.
No, minus that. I disagree. I think I'm in line with Darius DeLong.
So you're in line with Senator DeLong?
Of course.
Okay.
Thank you.
John Tama, thank you so much. 7 minutes going up to 9 o'clock here morning live on the People Station. Call us and participate. Let's talk about it, because if you look at what they're receiving, I think the budget is around 63 million. And so 103, you're adding 16, then you got to pay those people. I don't know what it makes sense. But again, when you have a flow fighter, when you have somebody who is in the interest of the Liberian people, Senator DeLong said they will be straight, they will set the record straight. Because if for instance you pay a lawmaker $5,000, so increasing the number, let's say you're paying them 5,000, you know the total. Do you know how much we'll be paying those people? Do you know how much we'll be paying those people, fellow Liberians? Call us now and participate. 0777-959-959. Lone Star 0881-871-670, 0770520496. This new law, how does it impact your life? How? Where is the benefit? What are those benefits we'll be getting by increasing the seats? How are we going to benefit? Already we don't have schools. Civil servant salary are not increased. They were talking about increasing civil servant salary. So you see, it will be 119 lawmakers from both the House and the Senate. How is it going to impact the lives of the people, for God's sake, fellow Liberians? How is it going to impact the lives of the people? When we're talking about building new schools, the last time I checked, the government said they were building 100 more schools. Has it taken off? So if you pay each of these people 119, I don't know the salary, maybe 5,000. Let's take it at 5,000. If they are getting, I think it's about 7. So let's take it at 5,000, 119, fellow Liberians. 119 times 5,000. So you see what we're talking about here? The money will be too much. The money will be too much, fellow Liberians. Why should we take most of the money from the budget to just pay people, taking them to the house that will be doing nothing? Why? Why should we pay people that kind of money, fellow Liberians? In my opinion, it makes no sense. In my opinion, it makes no sense, fellow Liberians. In my opinion, it makes no, Josh, it makes no sense. In my opinion, it makes no sense. Why should we increase the numbers of lawmakers? Why? In my opinion, it is not necessary. At this time, when the country is stretched, the budget cannot impact the lives of the people. And you're talking about adding, so the number will go to 119 lawmakers. 119 lawmakers, the Senate and the House. Why? Who's going to benefit? Who's going to benefit? That is the question. And somebody just texted to say, look, Rogers, sometimes we listen, we get so frustrated by the action of people. We're listening, but we don't want to call because it is so frustrating for let's bring you papers on the stand this morning. The Heritage newspaper, the Probe, Independent Probe, New Republic newspaper is also here. The Women Voices newspaper, the Independent newspaper, the Improfa Daily, the Public Agenda newspaper is also on the stand this Monday morning, fresh week, brand new week. the Oracle News Daily, the Nation Times newspaper, and last but not the least, on the stand this morning is the New Dawn newspaper. Our first stop is at the offices of the New Dawn, and the motto says, the motto says, truly independent. The Lord is my shepherd; I shall not want. Scripture verses. Volume 16, number 120. Get a copy of the paper. It's sold for 40. That's 50 Liberian dollars. And the front page says, chaotic weekend as Malu ends up in police dragnet. The police say armed and dangerous. The land dispute. And let's flip you to the back page of the paper. The back page story says VP Kun launches model nicest quarters project in Nima County. A modern nicest quarter in Nima County. Vice President is here. Points finger. CDC alleges assassination plot. Points finger at Police Chief Gregory Como. What kind of plot is that? I see former President, we are here. Let's go deep into the paper and see whether we have an editorial in the paper. It's Kear Morning Live, KNL. The segment we bring to you is the local dailies. And the editorial says, Liberia must make China's GDR license count. That does it for the New Dawn newspaper. The motto of the Heritage newspaper, it says, the truth is our God. Monday morning, and somebody say you look like Osama bin Laden. I'm going to keep it. Yeah, Josh, do you like it? All right. So let's say good morning to my producer. He's everything that I got. The man Harvey Mata, aka HT, did a surgery on his eye. He was successful. He's recuperating, and he will be back on the block soon. Let's say good morning to Deborah Thompson. Good morning to you, Juanita Harris, aka Linga. Volume 29, number 35,958. Grab a copy of the paper. Rush now. Go on the stand and get a copy of the paper. Of course, you're watching and listening to Kear Morning Live, KNL. The front page says, Bwaka heads to 69 Mid-ECOWAS Summit. That was on yesterday. The president had a successful one-day visit to our sisterly country across the border. That's why when I saw the convoy. I mean, George, it was more than 100 vehicles carrying the Guinean president to Sierra Leone or Longay. NEC chair disrespect President Bwaka order, undermines court order. And I see His Excellency Joseph Yoman Bwaka here. Armed men arrested in Nima forest areas. Let's flip you to the back page of the paper. Gafwan links justice and growth. Africa's 25 billion gas corridor advances. GLS rejects unfounded allegations, calls for due process. And let's see, we have an editorial in the paper wherever you are navigating. This is Kear Morning Live. What does the editorial say? Respect the rule of law. That's the editorial of the Heritage, Mohammed Kone. Let me say good morning to the fearless George Usman Feka. Good morning to you of Criminal Kusi. And the Independent Probe motto says developmental reporting brings nation building. That's the motto. The front page of the paper, the major headline on the front page of the Independent Probe. NOCA obligates Liberia to Nigeria and Morocco 25 billion gas pipeline without legislature approval and full disclosure as Africa's largest energy corridor moves toward construction. CDC alleges infiltration of stand protests was part of a plot against Moluba Molu. President Bwaka departs. Okay, he departed. He went to Sierra Leone yesterday. He's back. The back page of the paper, 15 people sustained injury over police and residents clash in Stockton Creek community. Tubman University unveils homegrown online testing platform to advance digital learning and secure examinations. Final freedom or condemnation for Samuel Twe and others. As Criminal Code C sets July 21st for release of juror temporary case report of standard of Samuel Twe and others. That will do it for the independent probe. Continuation of the front and back pages and the inside page of the paper. The motto of this paper says, "Light for all." Fellow Liberians, monies are placed in the budget for domestic debt, but the government is not servicing domestic debt. So companies are folding up, they're shutting down. Liberians are going home without jobs. Volume 16, number 2, July 20th, Monday. Get a copy of the paper Light for All, the New Republic. And the front page says, "I won't disclose funds collected. LTA boss mutes on revenue generator." Oh, so they made that law and gospel, eh? Violence rocks Monrovia as tension grips citizens over eviction and petrol retrieval. Fina trolls political fireball. My own people abandoned me, wanted me jail, but Paul and Fala Bwaka. What? But Hill Fala and Bwaka. Hey? Trouble. Something smelling in the CDC. If CDC will lose Finda, hey. Tomorrow set for final findings into a case over juror tempering. Finance Minister gives stern warning, says he will get nowhere if Morocco threatens West Africa Economic Initiative, strengthens West Africa Economic Initiative. And the final story on the back page of the paper, Chief Justice tells magistrates to resist political pressure. Action, Your Honor. What do you say? You're calling on magistrates to resist political pressure. Are you yourself resisting political pressure? That's a big question I want to ask you, Mr. Chief Justice, or the Honorable Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, Yomi Kwekwe. So people say this man will go down in history as one of the worst Chief Justice in the history of Liberia. Well, let's see that. I'm trying to get the editorial. The editorial says this is what Mo Ali must know. He is wrong. His comments are unwarranted and untrue. That's the editorial of the paper. That does it for the New Republic newspaper. George, where's my tea? The Women Voices newspaper. The editorial says the law must prevail, but justice, but so must justice, says. Get a copy. Buy a copy of the paper. $40 is so far. Reading is knowledge. Monday, 20th July, 6 more days to 26. 26 on you. The front page says foreign dignitaries touch down for Golden Image Award, and 16th edition takes place tomorrow. Terror rings in Stockton Creek as court order eviction enforcement turns chaotic. Let's flip you to the back page. We already brought you the editorial of the Women Voices. The back page says, I don't owe anybody anything. Nora Fina Bono tribute signals political realignment. Some say she's on her way to the Unity Party. They say she don't want to be prosecuted, so she's going to align with the Unity Party. But will that stop the arrest from prosecuting her? President Bwaka travels to ECOWAS. That was yesterday. WACP Liberia chapter holds scientific meeting. Liberia Embassy in DC launches 179 Independence Anniversary. The final story on the back page of the Women Voices newspaper. Good morning to the man, Joseph Blake. U.S. staff strike over pay and benefits. That concludes the Women Voices newspaper. You're right on time. We'll yet bring you the front and back pages of the local dailies. If you don't have a copy, then you are lazy, because reading impacts the mind, the knowledge. It gives you more knowledge. Liberia's most investigative newspaper is on the stand on the Monday morning. For the top story here, Finabono breaks silence, says, "I have learned my lesson." And they are badging, it is forbidden to criticize Josh Weah when it comes to the CDC. So people who hail her, people who lives she impacted, are the very people who crucify her today, because Jesus Christ was betrayed and was crucified. So man will be crucified. If blood is thicker than water, why would man kill his own brother? Kear Morning Live on the Monday morning. Volume 28, number 76. Is it 7676? Wow. Okay. The Monday, July 20th edition of the paper. The editorial says, despite the harsh economy, we shall triumph. The front page lead story says, ECOWAS leaders meet in Sierra Leone. Waka in the tennis met. It was on yesterday. Democrats yesterday, oppressors today, as current officials build their legacy on protest. But I see Kofi Woods, former Catholic and Justice peaceman, Honor Michael Bakala Francis, Louis Zamarano Casilia Brown is also here, Finance Minister Gafwan here, of course, GC Acting Chair, Professor Alari Tumba, and Lima County Senator Dan D. Twiner, all here on the front page of the paper. The back page of the Independent newspaper, 30 minutes past the hour, the back page says, Judicial draws line, declares war on political interference. Action, Your Honor. Don't just say it, because we all know, from the magistrate to the judges and the justices and the chief himself, there will always be political interference. It is no secret. Because the back page of the paper said, national pride to athletes. Sports Ministry hails Liberian athlete Nabi. Investing in media excellence. Pro-temporary Kanga Lawrence sponsors 11 journalists. CDC alleges assassination plot. LRA rejects fraud document in circulation. That does it for the Independent newspaper. The InProfile Daily, wherever you are watching, you're following the platform or listening via the radio. This is Kear Morning Live. Kear Communications Network, FM 95.9. Credible, factual, balanced, and timely. Get the breakfast you deserve. The InProfile Daily. In all that we're doing right, in all that we put, come what may, and no matter what, Liberia first. That's the motto of the InProfile Daily of Carton Boa. Volume 18, number 173. Get a copy of the paper sold for $40 Liberian dollars. The front page says LRA rejects fraud document attributed to CG Jala, or attributed to CG Jala. Alleged cocaine shipper excluded from trial. Who released him? That's the big question. The minister and other folks said at the Ministry of Justice, they knew nothing about this man's release. It was the deputy prison director in Magibi who signed for this man, and he should be reprimanded. He should be investigated. And where are the guarantors, those who signed for this man, Michael USA Brown? We want answer. Cash violence looms for 2029. Deputy Minister Martha Morris. Martha Morris are coming for you. Who gave Stan chairman firearm? Questions mount after July 17 protests. Let's say we have an editorial in the paper. Good morning to the Minister of Information, Culture Affairs and Tourism. I want to say good morning to you, the Bluffé, Minister Jeremy Matthew Kear. Truth independence is justified by posterity and not mere celebration. That's the editorial of the In Profile Daily. The back page of the paper, Fina Bono learned her lesson. US 12K budget funds to transform school, 12,000. Maryland new superintendent inducted. Infrastructure gaps threaten Maryland cities. Then you want to create more seats. Liberia and Morocco scholarship program status reassured. I see Information Minister Jeremy Kear. Thanks for the transformation at the Ministry of Information. There is a conference room aside from the Charles Bayon Conference Hall. There is a conference room there, a hall right by the minister's office. I saw it. Thanks for the transformation. Ex-VP Taylor Hills Moise historic gift. I see former Vice President here, First Lady and Senator. Let me read the gist of the story by Emmanuel Flomo Jr. Former Vice President Joel Howard Taylor has praised Bum County Senator Prince Kemu Moise Sr. for making what she described as the historic contribution to higher education through the donation of the Sumo Moi Memorial Technical College in Bum County University, BCU. Speaking during the Bum County University 5th commencement convocation in Banga, Madam Taylor. Okay, get a copy of the paper. You see leadership. This is why you employ people. The university has been turned over to the people of Bum County by Senator Moi, leading by example. Good morning to you, Senator Moi. You see, when you vote the right people, that is leadership. Michael C.G. George, good morning to you. Let me say good morning to the original countryman of District 11. The public agenda, setting an agenda with honesty, is the motto of the public agenda. Why would you rush now? Get a copy of the paper. You want to know where we are? You can locate us. We are right opposite the BTC barracks, right here in Sony Way, around the Raleigh Town Market, where you can find Kear Radio. Volume 20, number 40. Get a copy so for $50 Liberian dollars. Buy a copy of the paper. Councillor Kumi, good morning to you. Arthur Johnson, good morning to you. The heat is on. Tomorrow is D-Day. If the investigation proved juror tampering, we might just go for a retrial that involves Samuel Twe and others, because they said there was juror alleged that there was juror tampering. The investigation analysis, according to information, has all been done, and so tomorrow is D-Day, the 21st of July. Whether there was juror tampering under the watchful gabble, the stewardship of one of Liberia's finest. I would love to see this man sit on the Supreme Court bench because he's fearless. Judge Fekar. The front page says, from whom Molu sees firearm, public demands answers. President Bio to host West African leaders. That was done already, or has been done. That was yesterday, a one-day summit. The back page of the paper, armed with a side pistol, Molu runs from police. Chief Justice warns magistrates, emphasizes impartiality. Document in the media is fraudulent. LRA. That does it for the public agenda newspaper. Moving along here is the Oracle News Daily. We'll bring you the front and back pages of the local dailies wherever you are. Times are hard. My 26 on you. Get a gist of the song. I love the theme song. Two more to go. 10 resources worth into public health or wealth. The editor's note. Volume volume number 8082, $40. As always, get a copy of the Oracle News Daily. The motto says reporting the truth to you, telling the truth. And the front page says Finabono negotiating CDC exit with UP. Josh, Finabono negotiating CDC exit with UP. Good morning to you, Vanny Bono, one of Liberia's finest. Good morning, Vanny. Coco Roch overruns Grand Jide County wants 99 million forester. The back page of the paper is all about advertisement. You know, the season is here. The last but not the least is the Nation Times newspaper motto article 15C. Get interested. Involve yourself. Read article 15C. That's the motto of the Nation Times newspaper. Of course, it's by the man. The publisher is Otavin Toga Williams. He's the former vice president of the Press Union of Liberia. Good morning to you. The front page says exposed. Bishop Doyle caught in criminal web. Uses U.S. taxpayers' money for political favor. What? That's a big story on the front page of the Nation Times newspaper. Recent investigation conducted by Nation Times newspaper has revealed that Bishop Nina J. Doyle, the head of the Independent Catholic Church of Liberia, posting to be a prominent humanitarian in Liberia, has been using United States of America taxpayers' money to fund his political campaign. So the man will lead a Cali China in what kind of politics? LRA rejects forged document falsely attributed to CG Jala. Chief Justice Mrs. Son resignation does not negate the fact that his father breached judicial canons. That's the editorial of the Nation Times. The back page of the paper, I see the big photograph here. Do it flowers, why alive? Hundreds pulling in. NASCO celebrated its Director General Dewitt B. from Bambos on his 64th birthday, Friday, July 17. Public figures, media platforms, and executives home and abroad send happy birthday messages recognizing his decades of services to the society. Mr. Fambambos is recognized for his leadership at the National Social Security and Welfare Corporation of NASCO. His recent tenure has seen significant milestones, including the NASCO, including My NASCO app, a digital platform launched to provide easy access to Social Security records for employees, employers, and employees. His election as chairman of the Technical Contribution Collection and Compliance at the International Social Security Association, ISSA, Facebook post institutional growth, expanding NISCOP's investment portfolio, and providing pension fund stability focus on Liberia. So, kudos to the Director General of NISCOP. I mean, he has a legacy. Every time I see this man, it reminds me of the governor of the Central Bank of Liberia. He has a legacy to protect. Let me say good morning to all of you, and we conclude the reading of the front and back pages
In schools there are no chairs to sit. Children learning on the floor. In hospitals, no medication, no beds for the sick anymore. Motorcycles rushing injured souls, used as ambulances in the night. Oh, Liberia, how did we fall from a nation of hope to this painful plight? Where is the oath they swore to keep? Where is the love for those who weep? We're standing here, we're broken deep. Oh, Liberia, can you hear? Corruption is killing my country, dragging us down on wounded knees. Bad consensus, bad leadership. How long will this suffering be? Unconscious leaders guiding blind, leaving the people lost behind. Liberia, my home.
My soul is crying. My soul is crying. Unconscious leaders leading blind. Where are you taking us? Your only dream is to increase the number of representation, fellow Liberians. We are on our knees begging those who are responsible. Ruben Kane, I'm following you from Masabola hometown, Norfolk County. Good morning to you, Ruben. Emmanuel Buro joined the Monday, July 20th edition of the program, The Kear Morning Live, with Daniel Rogers, Obejiba, live on Kear Radio 95.9 FM Hotline. Okay, so the numbers, and of course, okay, so on the copyright. Emmanuel Fokato, good morning, Daniel Rogers and Obejiba. Good morning to the peace-loving people of our motherland, Mama Liberia. My name is Emmanuel Fokato, following you live from my residence in New York, Newtown. Morris Kemokai, USA. Morris, okay, he comes back. Ruben Kane. Okay, so keep your comments coming. We're back. We're sorry for the time we're off, and of course, the paper the police said armed and dangerous. Moluba Molu. Now they come back and say plot to assassinate. This country, I don't know what. But let me bring you the brief profile. A profile of a man who will deliver the independence oration on the 26th, or that will be the 27th because it falls on Sunday. So 9:30 is the time. Good morning. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for viewing KC, our Facebook page, KCN TV, YouTube, Kear Network. Of course, you know our numbers. By the way, if you want to join us, if you're in the diaspora, +231 777 959 959. Continue to follow us. So let's bring you the profile of the man who will deliver the independence oration on the 27th. So we say 26th, but it will be celebrated. Renowned historian and author Dr. Herbert C. Burr is the national orator for Liberia's 179th Independence Day celebration. The official celebration will be held in Buchanan, Grand Bassa County on July 27 because it falls on Sunday, but it will not be celebrated. So the next day on Monday. Honor the theme, strengthening national identity through Liberian-led historical leadership. Academic background. The academic background of this orator. Current position, associate professor in the Department of History, Geographic and Museum Studies at Morgan State University, Baltimore, Maryland, USA. Most of you wants to know, you don't know him. So I did a research to bring his profile. He will deliver the 179 independence message. He's the orator. Director of the Benjamin Courage Humanities and Social Science Institute at Morgan State University. Education, earned his PhD in history from the University of Maryland, College Park, where his doctorate distinction focus on the free Black origins of the Liberian state. Key expertise and works. Specialist, Dr. Brewer is a global recognized scholar specializing in African American history. the Atlantic World, and the historical foundations for the Liberian state. Publications. He has over 18 years of academic experience in Alta, the Diaspora Republic, Rethinking the Making of Liberia. He also contributed to the African diaspora and is actively working on a biography of Liberia's first president, Joseph Jenkins Roberts. Significance of the oration. Thematic focus. Dr. Burroughs' oration is centered on Liberia's historical foundations, national renewal, and encouraging citizens to strengthen their national identity through historical understanding. National vision. His address aims to inspire reflection on the nation's democratic journey, celebrate the resilience of the Liberian people, and foster collective responsibility toward peace and national development. So this is the man who will deliver the 179 independence message. Just thought to bring you his profile. 26 minutes going up to the hour now. Martha Morris, the deputy minister, two issues I want to take home. So you can take home on this Monday edition. I show tomorrow the deputy sheriff. He's been under the weather. He will join the show tomorrow. Deputy Sheriff Obejiba. So tomorrow is D-Day for Twe. As investigation concluded, cause log analysis tomorrow at Criminal Code C, the judge will deliver the final verdict as to whether indeed they established that there was a juror tampering. That will be done tomorrow. I can imagine the court will be jam-packed. Tomorrow, Criminal Code C will be jam-packed. Security presence, the presence of security will be there. Let me say good morning to Simeon Frank, 103. Good morning to you, sir. So, the man who the police said was armed and dangerous, Moluba Molu on stand. The paper is reporting that there was a plot to assassinate Moluba Molu. Who wants to kill Moluba Molu? Who was plotting against State Chairman Moluba Molu? And is Moluba Molu the right messenger? Because after being chairman for 6 years of a political party, he formed an advocacy group. They have protested since the inception of this government, 24 minutes to the hour. We've got 24 minutes to be sitting here discussing Liberia's power because we discuss the issues that matter. 3 protests organized by STEM. In your opinion, is the message resonating with the people? Tomorrow we're going to look at Finda. That her own people, if blood is thicker than water, why would man kill his own brother? Finda Bono said her own people wanted to see her incarcerated. And if you go on social media, oh my God, they are tearing Finda apart. Not even empathizing, sympathizing, the humility, mankind. She lost her father because she made that statement. Tomorrow we'll deal with that issue. Now, Moluba Molu. Tomorrow I'm going to take 1 hour to deal with Martha Morris. I will play you the audio. Martha Morris have said to the Liberian people, fellow Liberians, she have said to the Liberian people, we'll give you the money, but we'll take the power. So does it goes, so it goes to say, or can we fairly say that these are things that have been happening in the country, people paying for votes? Because Martha Morris said, we will give you the money and we'll take the power because we can take both.
So if we take in the money, they will give you the power, but we'll give you the money and take the power. Let's discuss it in full tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll deal with Martha Morris. A controversial Martha Morris. I want to look for the picture where Martha Morris is protesting against the CDC on the CB Doma Hospital fence, the gate. Now, these are the kind of people that this man who is so experienced when it comes to politics and governance in our country, these are the people, these are his lieutenants that are talking nonsense to the people of Liberia. Now, the police said after they saw Moluba Molu with the firearm, Moluba Molu said the arm was taken by one of the protesters. But where is the protester? So all kind of controversy. The police asked him to turn over the firearm. He did not. They had to go to his residence. And the police declared him as armed and dangerous. After he went to the police, voluntarily went to the police headquarters after investigation, he turned the firearm over. I've read one or two of the papers that said plot to assassinate Moluba Molu. Is it a cover up in your opinion? Is he trying to cover up? Where did he get the arm, the firearm? Who gave it to him? Where is the individual? Where is the individual that he took the gun from, the firearm from? Where? Where is that individual? Now he comes back and say, either his message is not resonating, lead or leave. He said we'll bring hundreds of thousands of people out. Is it that the people are fed up? Or is it this? Is it that he's not the right messenger to send a message? Fellow Liberians? Is that what you're thinking? The police said he was armed and he was dangerous. And he needed to turn the arm over. But they have come to say that there was a plot to assassinate Moluba Molu. The police said armed and dangerous. He went to the police. He went there. Voluntarily, he went there. After they went to his house, he went to the police. After talking, he turned the arm. Then he comes back, rather a last sleeping dog to lie. He's now accusing the police or the government wanting to assassinate him. Should Liberian people take Moluba Molu serious? Moving forward, should Liberians take Moluba Molu serious? Is the message not resonating with the people? Because if you say hundreds of thousands of people, you talk about 300,000 to 400,000 people converging, coming outside to express, because power is inherent in the people. And the Constitution calls for them to speak whenever things is not going right in the country. So I want to ask you the question. Is Moluba Molu lying? Is he trying to cover up? Because he say that there was a plot. Who wants to assassinate Moluba Molu? Is it another charade to keep his political base intact? Because people are saying Moluba wants to contest. So he wants to this political base. So he can have a say come 2029. Is his message resonating? And do you think, in your opinion, somebody wanted to assassinate Moluba Molu? And why would they want to assassinate Moluba Molu? What is his significance that the government or the police or the RG plotted to assassinate him? Moluba Molu. I want to ask, because he said, I'm not a violent person. So who wanted to assassinate Moluba Molu? I'm asking you the question. Man, Josephine, and all of our mothers and fathers and people who believe in Liberia, who wanted to assassinate Moluba Molu. He was seen with firearm in his hand, gun. in his hand. He comes back and he say, the government wanted, or the police, there was a plot to assassinate him. Has the people lost confidence? Is his message, or has his message resonated with the people? Is it resonating with the people, in your opinion, fellow Liberians? Is it resonating with the people? Are the people tired? Are they fed up? Do you want to see new faces or new voices coming with the message? Preaching the message of change and asking the government to deliver on those promises? Have you lost confidence in Moluba Molu? Moluba Molu is saying, so my question to you, who wanted to assassinate Moluba Molu, and for what? On what purpose? What reason? What reason, what purpose that somebody wanted to assassinate Moluba Molu? If you have interest, let's discuss it. Let's take 10 minutes of your time. Do you believe that somebody wanted to assassinate Moluba Molu, or is just a cover up? Let's take this caller. Good morning.
Cheryl, good morning.
Sekou Fofana.
Thank you. United Party Intellectual Bureau from Baji Faji. So, Cheryl, whether someone wanted to take Moluba Molu, but we're calling this our government. If they go investigation, go on free. That one will protest. Seriously, Cheryl, all the criminals that were around, journalists that were around, who you told that gun from, we will not see no photo, we will not know the person name. What kind of, who, even my 10 years old son, that. Come on, say that thing. The car here, somebody, he said the woman who also saw that one video. All the things that you take came up for someone, and you take gun for someone. Nobody know the we need investigation. We need the outcome of that gun. They can't play gun among them. I said that was their motive for President Baga to come up. So they want what they want to do, they can do it. You see, when we say the people they not need no permit to protest, that they not get peaceful nature.
But there's a right to protest.
The CDC people have no peaceful nature. You can't have behind several stem that can even stand. According to our managing director, and that's stand. So you in CDC tell all who are those that in the CDC stand. Those that for CDC that same people go for the stand. So that investigator gone with the United Party Intellectual Bureau. Now we not playing phone with it. We got to know the investigation. We got to know the person that take our gun for who bring a gun.
But Sekou, seeing Moluba Molu print. I mean, you're holding a gun, right?
So
you're holding a gun. That could also incriminate you because your print is on the gun.
No, listen to me, Sherry. Listen to me. You know what I'm telling you? But my question here is, Moluba Molu, look at the intent of the protest. You want your vote to be here again. So you take gun for somebody, no video footage, nobody know who you take it from. No camera, so the general people out there, they came on and see that.
The men said the people wanted to assassinating your people.
Yeah. Then we need the investigator to know the person who wanted to do it. The China want to know the person. Even the sure you know the country. When like Moluba Molu in power, they still get influence. It is Moluba Molu not get people in government. It is not get a friend in security. It is people. No, they get but that gun you can get it. But we want to know the person that do it. I also too, we need to know because that was the intent for President Baka to come out and receive the petition. So anything they want to do, they can do it. How you go unilateral, you take a gun. We now know whether you take it for your package, you take it for your cigarette. Nobody know where you take it for. They only see. Nobody tell you say where Moluba Molu take that gun for. They only see the gun in your hand. Who will accept that thing? If crazy message can accept that kind of thing, we need an investigation for police AG. If no investigation, will be calling, we will put our government feel on fire until we know the person that bring that gun. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sekou. Good morning. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Levi Stanley, and this morning I was calling from speaking to Patrick. A proud member of Concerned Librarian for Justice.
Moluba Molu said there was a plot to assassinate him. Police said he was armed and dangerous, and the papers reporting that Moluba said there was a plot to assassinate him. For what, in your opinion?
I listened to Moluba Molu and I went down on the police director. My concern here is the play I have Moluba Molu could be error is that the person he arrested at the time with the arm, he should have displaced the person. 2, the police director himself stated in a press conference right after that protest that one of his officers was disarmed. One of his officers was disarmed. Not the first, not the second. That's the word that was the same as the police director. But then my concern is this: where the officer were when he was disarmed? The question should go to the police director too as well. You see, we gotta be honest in the country here, my brother. This person is for every one of us. Somebody will say, not the bad person to get the person. Oh, yeah, President Baka was bad person for 12 years after he said it's one opportunity. He was in protest. Was he the right message? No,
so according to Moluba Molu, the data I read this morning, few minutes ago, that there was a plot to assassinate him. Do you believe it? Who wants to assassinate Moluba Molu?
Moluba Molu is a human, though. He's a Liberian. He's a protester. Now the government of this country has serious problem with him because he's very rare. He's one of the men who been launching. I think this is a tale of protest. So this government keep to power by protest, so they're a friend of protesters. So I agree with Moluba Molu. 100% protect that yes, somebody wants to assassinate him, and the police should question themselves as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Democracy is working. 0777 959 959 0881 871 670. Call us on those numbers. Moluba Molu is alleging that there was an assassination attempt on his life. Who wanted to kill Moluba Molu? Let's take this caller. Kear Morning Live. KML, good morning.
Thank you, big brother, Daniel Roger.
Yes, sir.
This is the voice of Prince Kolake.
Kolake, good to have you on the show this morning, brother.
Thank you, senior man. Thanks actually for the extra recognition as well. So, like the songwriter said, they want us to think stupid.
So they want us to think stupid.
Yeah.
So they want us to think stupid. Yeah.
So they want us to
think stupid.
That's a senior comrade. So, for Mr. Moluba Molu to tell us that why carry on the protestation, a quote-unquote protestation, in their midst, there was an individual there with a pistol well loaded, and they were able to catch that guy and then take the pistol from him. But Bosman, I think you people, the journalists, even at the home of Mr. Moluba Molu, I listened to a few stations that morning. You could see journalists touring the street, and they were told to assemble at the homes of Mr. Moluba Molu. So the protestation can begin from there. And even when y'all went there, certain time they were talking, say, "Oh, we're ready. You're please off your recording now." From his house to where they going to assemble, journalists were all there. So what point of time did they came in contact with this person? And more besides, how you will grab somebody that have that deadly weapon, but nobody is aware of it, and there was no tussle between you and that person among the crowd. Then all of a sudden, when you clean up that trailer, you say, "Oh yeah, come here to call it from one person." Because it needs thorough investigations. I beg this regime. And before the inception of the whole thing, there was an allegation from the police RG saying that there was petrol bomb. And I got issue again with the police in that direction. You told us that there were petrol bomb arrested from certain individual believed to be attached to the quote-unquote planned protestation. But you did not call the names, and you did not tell us the whereabouts of those people that were apprehended. And you blew that alarm by saying, even we are carrying on a surveillance, there are information that those people, some of them have gone. Now, for Mr. Moluba Molu to bring that forth, I think it was plenty of investigations. We beg you people.
Let me ask you, Kolake, does it make the investigation easy because his fingerprint is on the firearm?
You said you are breaking in, please.
I said Moluba Molu had the gun in his hand.
Yeah.
And investigators might say, "Well, your print, we want to see your print. Was it a sad mistake on the part of lack of maturity on the part of Moluba Molu to hold that firearm
with a bare hand.
Yes.
So if you're holding something with your bare hand and you're calling on even the international community to carry on a forensic investigation, don't you know your DNA or whatever? So it is complex. There is no way Mr. Moluba Molu be exempted from any investigation as to how that gun was forcefully, according to the police commander, forcefully seized, forcefully collected, and what have you. So yeah, it's like complex issue. So we look up to seeing that investigation because I think it's a first of its kind, and it will be a investigation that all of us want to know the outcome so as to serve as a deterrent in the sooner possible time or another time in the nearby future. But Mr. Moluba Molu, you got caught up in the web. Thank you, senior man, for the time, bro.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your call. Kear Morning Live. If we can take one more call, then we'll go home. Of course, it's right here on your station. Kear Morning Live, KML, wherever you are. We are navigating from the slump of Soniwe to the top of the executive mansion. This is Moluba Molu with the gun in his hand. But our time is up. Tomorrow we'll discuss more. Tomorrow, Finda Bono will be under the spotlight. Is things crumbling? Is somebody said the center is falling apart? The center can no longer hold. Is she going towards? Somebody said. People say, well, she's trying to run from prosecution, justice. So she will align with the Unity Party so she can't be prosecuted. Well, we see that. Let me just read you this before we go. Let me just read you this from the quote before we go. Monrovia, Liberia, 19 July 2026. Criminal Code C at the Temple of Justice has scheduled Tuesday, July 21st at 2 p.m. for the release of the report and findings of its investigation into allegations of juror tampering and juror misconduct in a high-profile economic sabotage case involving several former senior officials of the George Weah administration. According to a notice of assignment issued on July 17, 2026, by assigned Circuit Judge Usman FK, the court has directed the assigned sheriff of Criminal Code C to notify all parties and the legal representatives to appear before the First Judicial Circuit Criminal Code Assassin C sitting in its May term at the Temple of Justice in Monrovia. The notice specifically states that the purpose of the July 21st hearing is the release of the report and findings of the investigation into allegations of juror tampering and misconduct in the case. All parties and their lawyers have been ordered to be present when the findings are disclosed. The underlying criminal case was brought by the Republic of Liberia through the Ministry of Justice against former Finance and Development Planning Minister Samuel D. Tue, former Acting Justice Minister Councillor Yanti Twan, former Financial Intelligence Agency Director General Stanley S. Ford, former Financial Intelligence Agency Controller D. Moses P. Cooper, and former National Security Advisor Jefferson Kamu. The defendants are facing multiple criminal charges, including economic sabotage, including fraud on the internal revenue of Liberia, misuse of public money, property, or records, theft and illegal disbursement and expenditure of public funds, theft of property, money laundering, criminal felicitation, and criminal conspiracy. The investigation into the alleged juror misconduct stems from claims that surfaced during the ongoing corruption trial, prompting judicial intervention to determine whether the integrity of the judicial or the juror process had been compromised. The Supreme Court, through Chief Justice Yusuf Kaba, previously ordered a fresh probe into the allegations, leading Criminal Code C to formally commence an independent investigation. The judiciary launched the inquiry after reports emerged alleging improper conduct involving members of the jury assigned to hear the case. The investigation has since concluded and the participation of jurors, lawyers representing both sides, and other individuals deemed relevant to the establishing the facts surrounding the allegations. Today's hearing is expected, or tomorrow hearing is expected to determine the outcome of the investigation. That investigation, with the court set to officially release its findings, the report could significantly influence the future of the substantive corruption trial, depending on whether the investigation establishes that the alleged misconduct compromised the fairness and impartiality of the proceedings. Should an investigation substantiate the allegations, the court may be required to take further action affecting the composition of the jury or the continuation of the trial. Conversely, if the allegations are found to be substantiated, the proceedings on the economic sabotage case are expected to continue under the existing legal framework. Tomorrow, we'll be around to serve you more breakfast right here on the People's Station, Kear Morning Live or KML. Tomorrow, we'll be back.